Hey everyone, Kyle Mike here from MLive.com, joined by Justin Rogers. NFL rosters turn over about more than 30% every year. That's a stat Jim Caldwell likes to trot out, and the Lions will have their fair share of free agents this year. Justin, for you, among all the free agents, there's more than 20, which guy do you think the Lions should target in the offseason about bringing back?
It's not Haloti Nada. No, I think there are two obvious answers.
Don Muhlbach?
Yeah. No, Muhlbach is definitely one, but two more obvious answers, I guess, on important sides of the football. And the guy I'm really looking at is Tahir Whitehead. That's a guy that I've seen tremendous growth from the time I've been covering this team. He's been here the same amount of time I have in 4 years, watching him go from a special team standout to a middle linebacker fill-in to arguably their most consistent linebacker this season. He's played exceptionally well down the stretch. I thought he really has stood out the last few weeks as a linebacker. He's a linebacker they trust the most, and with Tulloch probably on the way out with his contract situation, I think Whitehead could be the middle linebacker of the future for this organization at a pretty reasonable rate.
You don't lose much, I think, with Tahir in there over Tulloch. You gain some things, I think, in terms of pass coverage, just the ground covered in against the pass. And the cap hit is $6 million less than what Tulloch would have. So it's a win. It's a win on many fronts there. I agree with you. I think that's a guy they probably bring back at a pretty reasonable rate. My guy is Issa Abdul-Quddus, and I may identify him as well. But good player. I mean, look what the defense has done since his insertion in Week 10, at the start of the second half. And I'm not saying the defense is playing great because of this one guy, but he covers a lot. He covers a lot of ground. He's better in pass coverage than James Ahadibo. He packs more punch than I ever gave him credit for. He's had some pretty brutal hits. Very sure tackler. A lot of things to like about his game, and he can be also very cheap, I think. I think he's a better option over James Ahadibo. I think he's around 5 or 6 years younger than James Ahadibo. So that's, again, I think a win-win on many fronts for the Lions. A guy the Lions could target, acquire cheaply, and is a good player for the fit.
Yeah, I look at Whitehead and Abdul-Quddus as two very similar players for what they bring to their position. They bring high-level athleticism and good coverage skills, above average play recognition, and their insertions into the lineup kind of coincided. And I think you saw a great improvement in the pass defense in general with those two guys being out there. They both would replace aging veterans at pretty important spots in the defense, underrated spots, but also spots that don't cost a lot of money. Safety and middle linebacker are still two of the cheaper spots on defense. So if you could bring back both of those guys at salaries averaging somewhere between $3 and $5 million, just ballparking that without actually hard looking at the numbers, I think that's good business sense for your cap space.
Yeah, both IAQ and Tahir were put in the lineup in Week 10 when they were playing the Packers. Packers obviously have a good passing offense with Aaron Rodgers and so forth. The week after that was Oakland. A good passing attack at that time, and so that's why they went for it. Terrell Austin said as much. They just cover more ground. Those are the offenses we're facing. The Lions said they were packages or whatever the word Jim Caldwell likes to use with those situations. But after those games, it was such a success. They've basically stayed on the field for large portions, especially Quddus. He started almost every game since, I think, every game but one, and has received the bulk of the snaps. So it's been a success. They cover more ground. Young players, athletic. One is nicknamed Smash.com, which I think is a big win, a big vote in his favor of a return. But yeah, good fits for the defense.
Scheme versatile, young players on the rise, reasonable cost. I mean, that's how you build an NFL roster.
Yep. That's what we got for today. For Justin Rogers, I'm Kyle Mike. You are MLive. Keep it right here.